What's good, man? It's Jonah here with Big Dive. Got our boy Chris here, and this is the Push and Weight Show. Chris, man, what you been up to, brother?
Getting ready for men's physique competition coming up October 21st.
Okay. All right. You said this would be your first one.
Yep.
Okay.
A little behind, but
you said
catching up.
we was talking earlier. You got some dinner tonight planned. What's
Yeah.
what's for dinner?
Just keeping it low. I'm coming off a 2.5 day fast. Trying to keep it like maybe 500 calories.
Man,
500 calories. Man, I don't know.
I'm in a class that's 175 and above. Trying to get as close to that 175 number as possible.
Okay. What are you weighing now?
188.
188. Oh, God,
I've dropped.
Okay, so 13 pounds.
A lot.
Damn.
The past couple of
So
days.
like when you doing all that, because obviously powerlifting is different. So doing all that, like, how does your diet go? Because I know a little bit about diet, but when I say I know about diet, I'm talking keto.
Yeah. Well, I'm throwing my body in ketosis.
Oh, okay.
So it's to keep it simple. You just fast for 16 hours, 14 if you can.
Yeah.
Some people they struggle with 16.
Yeah. You do most of those hours when you're asleep.
Yes. So I'll start it like really early in the night. That way I don't even think about food. I'm just coming home from work, going to sleep, waking up, going right back to work. That's an easy way to get through your hours, and then keep it under. Kind of figure out your calorie deficit.
Yeah.
Stay under that. You're only eating one or twice.
Better him than me.
Yeah, that's rough one.
So listen, man, my guy Chris, this is a guy I work out with in the mornings. You know what I'm saying? We put it to it. He the guy that got the body looking like it is right now.
You know that beach. This is the designer of Beachbody Dive right here.
But it's definitely a big difference, man, from working out with Jonah, doing the powerlifting, to doing more, bodybuilding type of workouts. And I can tell you it's a lot slower too. Because I know in here it's like pretty much just like ground and pound. Like we're just, you know what I'm saying, we're hitting it heavy and then real intense, and then in the mornings I'll go work out with him and it's just like quiet. We're in there working the front half of the bicep, the back, the side,
the church.
The concentration of everything.
Yeah. And like I said, the atmosphere too, man. Like in here, we talked about it before. It's like everybody's hype.
Yeah.
Not in your face, but it's just more intense.
Yeah.
Like you said in there, it's like we're working out in church.
This is a big difference. This is like your nitty gritty, just straight up weightlifting. This is like how I started.
Yeah.
I never knew I wanted to be a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
It just happened. I love it for lifting weights sake. Really.
So how long you been lifting for, man?
I was introduced to weights when I was 12 years old. Started at Marion Fitness Club.
Yeah.
Racquetball club.
Yeah.
OGs know.
Yeah.
My dad just had me in there. Kind of didn't want young kids lifting at the time, but they'll sneak you through.
Yeah.
See some potential, but where it all started.
So did you where was the tipping point of like the difference? So I'm sure like when you first started, it was kind of just doing whatever you could.
Yeah.
To get just to
learning
get some muscle on you, just like any other kid. What was the tipping point that you were like, okay, I want to make this more competitive in my lifestyle and tip it over to the competition?
I'd say when I joined the military, I got real lean.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, actually I have a decent physique.
Yeah.
Might be something I can do. And I always looked up to bodybuilders, like fitness.
Yeah.
Like, my dad threw that in front of me constantly when I was a child. So pretty much from that point, I was like, this is something I can do. So off and on, I start, kind of stop. Now I'm in that starting and progression point where I get to competition.
You heard it here first. Jay Cutler. He's on the way. Okay.
Yeah.
He's on the way.
I'll take that sponsorship.
Yeah, right. What would you say is the difference? Because I know I've done a couple, like I've tried to run some people through like bodybuilding exercises and trainings, and most of what I know is squeezing and that contraction. That's about it. That's what I've seen on YouTube. So what would you say like the big difference is?
That is a main part.
Yeah.
is finding out where your heaviest contraction is, and everyone's different. So I mean, anything else in life, like how you work that certain muscle group, how you contract it,
Yeah.
the best pump you can get from it. I mean, you find that out all on your own. You kind of take tips from here and there. Like I take a tip from you that I kind of overlook. And I'm like, man, I could.
Yeah.
And then these specific muscle groups. There are different exercises for that reason.
Yeah.
And they're fast and very fast.
When he said something about the front bicep, and
Yeah,
the side
like
bicep, I was like, I got one bicep, bro.
Yeah.
What did you talk about?
Like shoulders, you wouldn't think that you're working, the front head, the back head of your shoulder.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just
I just know all shoulder exercises suck.
depending on how you do it, it could take someone a little bit slower time to develop that. But
Okay.
you also don't want to risk yourself getting hurt.
Right.
You can't get hurt doing bodybuilding.
So you're a natural bodybuilder.
Natural.
So what made you want to go down that route?
So I come from a life of addiction. I've been about a year and a half sober now.
Congratulations, man.
I was addicted to fentanyl, probably the worst thing you ever put in your body. So that just kind of swayed it. I've always been into like pre-workouts, cranking up as much supplements as I can in my body, but that really never got me anywhere.
Okay.
And like I said, everyone's different. How you manage that also, which can make a big difference. But it's just a lot easier for me to see what my own body can put out without any extra juice.
Yeah.
And that's a whole high, like in its own realm, and that's my thing now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It always I always tip the hat to the people that go the natural way, man, because I know that you got to put in double the work and then double the recovery that you got to put into it. You know what I mean?
I mean, when I started working out with you, I was in 2 days and about dragging ass in here. I was like crawling through that door just to get a workout in.
Yeah. You be hitting them ice baths at all? Got to, man. Those are good. I got one out here.
Shower every once in a while, but
that's we don't want to hear about your cold showers, bro. Newly married man, we don't want to hear about your cold showers, bro.
Edit that part from the one.
No, but I do got an ice bath out here, man. So if there's any, ever time.
Why you keep trying to get people in the ice bath, man? What you got going on?
I ain't saying I gotta be here.
Joe Rogan pushing that ice bath.
Yeah. It's only, and I only, I charge $100. Pay for your own ice.
I've done a lot of research on the ice bath, and it's good for a lot of things. Not just recovery, but like your mental health too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's too scared.
Listen, it's probably about
I'm not saying I haven't done one before.
Yeah, about 6-7 years ago, my guy Cartel Brooks, he out there training in Texas right now. You remember Cartel?
Yep. He was talking about him.
Yeah, he was trying to like ice bath, and I swear, bro, I probably spent about $50 on ice one day. Put it all in my bath, dip the pinky toe in, and let all that ice place. But that was probably the coldest I've ever been in my life.
Yeah, no, you did too much. You put too much ice in there, bro.
All the big bags.
Yeah.
It was him.
Yeah, exactly. We put about 5 of them in that tub that I got out there. It gets all right. And obviously with the Ohio winters the way they are, we're just gonna fill it up.
Crack the ice on top.
Crack the ice. Throw some chlorine tabs in there because y'all be dirty.
Like I said, I could be the first one into the tub when it gets filled. I'm not gonna be the second, third. It'll be too much sweat for me.
I said the cold, man, it just slows down the germs. I don't know what he's scared about.
That's what they said about the bid too.
That's one of those commitment things too.
Oh yeah.
Because it's something you really don't want to do.
Yeah.
But
it's
delayed gratitude.
Yeah, gratification. Yeah, it's literally the one like when I'm going to do one, it's normally because I got something hurt me. It shouldn't. I need to be doing it on a regular, recovery basis. But I just jump in that thing.
How often can you do it? Every day?
Every day. I know some people, they wake up and they hop in that thing for 2 minutes.
Like start their day.
Not me. I'll just do coffee or something.
I heard it's like biohacking your body.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're taking like, what they say, like brushing your teeth, if you brush with your right hand, brushing with your left hand, taking cold showers. What else? There's like a whole bunch of things you do that just. What's another one? I seen one where you like tape your mouth shut.
And run?
No, well, it might be run too, but when you're asleep, you do it when you're asleep.
Ooh.
Because at nighttime you're like when you keep your mouth open, I mean when you shut it, when you tape it shut, it's supposed to bring this true structure of your face back, and it's supposed to like do something. Yeah. What's his name? It's some guy I was just watching. Bodybuilder. It's a bodybuilder. I'm gonna have to see the video. Like it was like he's like 19, 20 years old, like Russian or something like that. And he's getting big as hell. It's like these are some things that he do in the morning. Like he tapes his mouth shut when he sleeps. He brushes his hand. I mean, I know it's just little stuff like that, but a whole bunch of little stuff adds up.
Sound like some Sam Sulik.
No,
you said
I
solid.
I think so. I mean,
Somebody else.
Yeah, that cat's big, man. And I want
non-science based what they're kind of what I was getting at is that irregularity. Like nothing is the same.
Okay.
So like I try to do that. It's really hard not to be in the routine. Like I said, I'm military, so it's like everything's structured, but he just completely busted wide open, just saying different lifts, kind of muscle confusion, I guess.
Yeah. It's kind of he's defeating the law of accommodation with what he's doing so far. And it's funny, he's really taken kind of social media and this whole bodybuilding thing by storm for a lot of these kids. You know, like my little brother is 19, and he started working out when he went to college. You know, and he's texting me and he's like, "Oh yeah, man, check this out. I'm getting, I weigh this much now." I'm like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "I'll send you a workout if you want." He's like, "Nah, I just watch what Sam does." I'm like, "Yeah, don't worry about what Big Bro got to say."
Well, that's that thing too. You always want to change it up and try something different.
Yeah.
Because your body's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
It's a hard learning lesson, but I mean, you figure it out within years and years of throwing some weight around.
Yeah, and I guess he does stuff like he drinks a lot of chocolate milk, and I mean, he's very unconventional, but it's all about learning your body. I mean, I'm sure
he takes into consideration calories and stuff like that. But, like when I dirty bulk, I never like bulk.
Yeah.
I don't.
So
there is, but I just seafood diet.
Yeah. So Dava asked me that question a couple weeks ago about like bulk and like how bodybuilders they go into a bulk phase, but they still got abs. They still, you know what I mean? Like, can you kind of elaborate on what? I don't even know, because when I start bulking, my gut get big quick.
I feel like I can break it down to like muscle memory.
Okay.
And your metabolism, like always overlooked. I have a cranked up metabolism. I can eat and eat. I will not gain weight at all. That's really difficult. That's why like bulking is more serious to me than cutting.
Okay. From just for fasting. Yeah. No.
So I mean that's a quick cut, but like I think once your body's used to that momentum, stay in that zone for so long. It all depends on your diet and training anyway.
Yeah.
That's what gives you the privilege of being able to eat whatever, and your body just converts it really hard.
Okay.
It uses like most of the nutrition to aid you instead of at you.
Yeah.
So what do you think for like kids and guys starting out? Like, what do you think should be some of the first things that they do?
Focus on the muscle growth and not
Yeah.
Get your full contractions, get your body in the mode first. That's honestly, I think the hardest part. Getting there, get to the gym and go. Not everybody wants to do it. I don't want to do it. I got to rely on people like you to get me motivated to wake up at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Your circle will help you. But, in that too, you'll start noticing. I mean, you're going to get into nutrition, like part of it. Figure out there's like calorie deficits, and like you'll take your body weight and see how many calories it would take you a day to either maintain your weight or gain it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure a pound of fat weighs 22 2,200 calories. That's a good
Holy
place to start.
crap. I didn't know that.
And that's always true.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know that.
stay underneath that scale
Yeah,
and
we'll
help
teach
you
you
not
something.
gain back
Teach
weight.
you something new every day.
Yeah.
It's either 22 or
We need to-
32. I'm pretty sure it's 22.
Man, now you gonna have me calorie count. I ain't good at math.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what,
You
though.
start getting the numbers popping up as soon as you look at food.
Yeah.
Like just working out with both of you guys, it's like it's pretty. I mean, the powerlifting and the bodybuilding. I mean, it's all the same foundation. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like just trying to apply what I learned from you, because it was a point in time where I was just lifting with you, and it was just like I said, we're heavy. You know what I'm saying? And just going. And then I started working out with Chris. I was working out with him for a little minute. Still coming here, but it was like we don't lift this heavy.
Yeah.
So it just felt like I was, so it just felt like I was losing like that strength. You know what I'm saying? So then it was like, dang, I gotta come back hard.
You're
up
doing
here.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get caught in that
But
middle round.
But your size was still coming through. Like
Yeah.
I remember you saying like you put a shirt on and you said, you know, it was a little tight around the arms.
Yeah.
And then you realized you put on his son's shirt. and then he put on his 740 shirt and it was still a little tight, but not as tight. You feel me?
But no, like you gotta have. I mean, if that's what you want. That's why I like working out. Still, I gotta do 2 of days. Like,
Yeah.
I go work out with Chris. I gotta come here at night. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And he gets the bike.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then ride the bike. But I usually do 8 to 10 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like 4 or 5 times a week.
All this cardio is making me sweat just talking about it for real.
Man, but the hardest part about it is the diet, man.
Yeah.
Like you said, bro, I'm in the gym
You gotta have a notebook.
5, 6 times a week. Yeah, the hardest part is the diet.
Especially if you can't do it mentally, then write it down.
Yeah.
Definitely the biggest. Yeah. Log it somewhere in your phone, whatever. Have a reminder, like what you do now. And that's what you stick to.
So since we're on the subject of food, with all this dieting that you got to do, and you got the show coming up, how soon?
20 days now.
Dang, okay. So with that being said, what's the first thing you about to eat? Chicken? No, I'm talking about after your show.
Oh,
I was gonna say, man, this man's hardcore. He's taking a chicken even after the.
I'm making a chicken and tuna right now.
Anything?
You know what? Now that I think about it, since I'm going full force into this one, I'm just gonna continue.
Okay.
That way, everyone has their cheat meal after.
Yeah.
Usually it's like Reese's or ice cream. You know what I mean?
I always see people
For
eating
some
donuts
reason,
after.
yeah.
I don't know if it's a trend. I don't know if
Rice
it's
Krispies
bad,
are big.
or if there's actual
I think it's
reason behind it, because they're, I don't know.
It's pretty good.
Right.
Like Rice Krispies or Reese's, I can see that because it's kind of low.
Yeah.
It gives you that sugar that you want. A lot of people do that too because they're killing themselves on no sugar intake. Barely had any water. They want to get like whatever nutrients they can get in quickly.
Yeah.
Packs a punch, but
Yeah.
I'll probably just go right to the next show. Stay on the same lean diet.
So when is the next show after what you got your sights set on? No idea.
Hopefully within about a month or 2.
Okay. All right.
Like I'm trying to stay in this revolving kind of door of hopefully the next year I'll be hitting them once or twice a month.
Okay. So then what's the one show that you want to do? And obviously, you know, with you being in this, the Olympia is probably the very end goal. But what's a shorter goal?
Definitely Mr. Ohio. That's a tough one too, depending on how the drug testing goes, because I'm going to be natural no matter what.
Right.
Olympia has a natural.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
I know that. Yeah.
I just thought the Olympia was the show and that's all you get.
Yeah.
They do have a men's natural or a natural.
Okay.
So I mean that is definitely the end goal, but
Okay. All right. You heard it here.
And I'm 32, so
Yeah. Plenty of time.
gotta turn and burn.
Gotta turn and
Yeah.
burn. Okay. Okay.
For sure.
Okay. So the Olympia this year, I think, is November
Dang, they moved it up a month.
3rd or 4th.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Down in Orlando. the WPO is at the Olympia. So I'm actually thinking about going down.
Really?
Yeah, I'm thinking about going down and watching the WPO. You know, Hawks are never going to be down there. And I think this might be Hawk's last one. I think he might retire after this. This is just my personal opinion because I mean, if not if when he hits another 3,000 pound total, I think that'll be like 3,000 pound totals he's had. What else do you do after that? Ain't nobody catching up.
Is that the number one in your?
Yeah, the
Okay.
WPO.
I was looking at the numbers.
Yeah,
You
so
got some stiff competition ahead of you, but
yeah, so like there's the semifinals. There's semifinals that I want to do next year. I'm hoping that the XPC Arnold, hoping to hit 2,400 pound total there. And then that should get me to the semifinals. And if I do well in the semifinals, then that should get me to the super finals. I know a couple people that are in the super finals that like Chris Jibbiden. I respect you, bro, but I knocked you off the top 10. and he's in the semifinal or he's in the super finals. You know, strong dude, but I'm hoping that I can next year. That's fine. Yeah. I'm hoping that's what it is. And I think they've been doing it with the Olympia. Past couple years, I think. So I mean,
I'm not quite sure about the powerlifting part.
yeah, so maybe that's something. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad trip to go down to Orlando. Just go watch. You know what I mean? Yeah, it ain't a bad flight.
Speaking of Arnold too, that would be my show.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I've always known about since I was young.
Yeah.
That's the one. It's
Yeah.
right here, Columbus. So.
Yeah. Stake your name in your state, man.
Yeah. That's what's nice about men's physique.
Yeah.
The best part is natural or not, or you have the capability of competing on that.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not looking at Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah.
Like, man.
Yeah, that dude was crazy. I will say this, man, just to give a little more fire under you. They've had talks about moving to Arnold. I know that this year it's still in Columbus, but they've had talks of moving it. So I know how you are. I feel like you're kind of like us in the sense of like you're very proud of where you come from and be able to stake your name into Arnold in your state. That'd be a big deal to you.
So Marion on the map. Real quick,
Yeah, absolutely. I know there's a couple other bodybuilders here in Marion. Have you ever done any training with them? No.
Pretty isolated.
I feel like everybody, when it comes to the bodybuilding thing, everybody's kind of.
It's like that trade secret.
Really?
It's weird. It's really weird because it's nothing like out of the ordinary. You know, there's someone else doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's like the trophy.
If you had somebody, if you had like say you didn't know Dob, but Dob was a bodybuilder, and you knew my fault. You know Dob is a bodybuilder, and you ain't know him, right? Is that something you would be wanting to do, like to train with somebody, to train with another bodybuilder?
Yeah, it's the open suggestion part is always good.
I know you got offended, bro. My fault.
I'm always open for like new things.
Yeah.
When I started here, I want to get back to like my roots.
Yeah.
And this is exactly where I found this.
And I didn't really think about it till you just said it, but there is like a handful of bodybuilders at the club that we go to.
Yeah, there is. I mean,
and they don't really
they got a stud out there actually. Like,
come on, do this in the morning when we go out there.
That dude's on.
Yeah.
He's on.
Yeah.
He's big.
He's
you guys talking about the tall dude? You guys talking about
he's
Jake?
taller. He's younger.
No, not
too.
Jake.
He's a little bit younger than you, maybe. He knows you. He knows 740 really well.
Oh no, I'm talking about the dude that comes in there, older guy.
Oh.
He always come in there in the morning when we in there. He's on legs the other day with us. We did leg extension. Got a white G-Wagon.
Not Dick Hempy.
No, not this.
But that dude's a stud too for his age. That's crazy.
Is it Greg?
I don't know what his name is. He's solid. I know you talking about the little homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's way young, but man, his side chest comes out like this far from mine.
I had Jake Burns come out one time. He come out for like maybe 4 or 5 times, but it was never training with us. I just, just want people out here. And man, when he stepped out of the car, I was like, I gotta go buy some more weight.
I know.
That dude's big. I think he's planning on doing a show too.
He's the one that hooked me up. His name's like Adam Coastal. He coaches bodybuilding and is a bodybuilder.
Okay.
Dublin, I believe.
Okay.
That's who his coach is. Like we got into a conversation one day, and I'm open for that help.
Yeah.
Because I want help with posing and stuff like that. I want to get the best lighting.
So have you been doing any of that posing besides your bathroom mirror?
No.
Sam?
I like to do it at Marion Fitness because the lighting's
Yeah.
perfect for it. It's not meant to be that way, but it just is.
Don't they got it upstairs?
They do upstairs,
for it?
and you
Okay.
just so it's in the yoga studio.
Yeah.
And you just kind of put some time there.
Yeah.
Whoever, and they'll
Down to your skivvies.
with this competition. Yeah.
Just a little.
I have a
bit.
wife like
You
that.
keep them to yourself, dog.
Yeah, I'm saying she pop off the camera.
Yeah. Got OnlyFans, don't know.
Wait till I see you post a picture on Instagram, bro.
But this competition is a little different. It makes a lot more sense. So in men's physique, there's like 4
Oh, okay. I didn't know
with the
that was
NGA,
different.
it seems like they have an orientation the day before competition that you go to, and they fixate on what poses they want to see as per the judges.
Okay.
So they take the judges' viewpoint into consideration, which makes a lot of sense. That's who you're trying to impress. Like,
Right.
those are it. Not the people behind them,
Yeah.
people right there. And they'll give you the list. So you got some like very narrow time to work on.
Yeah, those exact.
Hope you're good at all of them.
Dang,
Like,
I didn't know.
decent.
I didn't know it was like that.
So going into it, like the day before the show, what all would you need to do?
Just starting right now. It's starting right now. I hate to call it this. Jay Cutler really coined this phrase for men's physique, but kind of does back us up though. It is a pretty boy competition. It's like a surfer body type competition. You're wearing board shorts, but he says these are the hardest work.
Yeah.
Like they're definitely earned their claim to fame in the category. Exfoliating, hair removal.
You gonna shave your
dyeing,
face? Yeah.
I want my hair a certain way. It gotta be a certain way.
Yeah.
And,
You're screwed, bro.
the day before, you
gonna look like
get
a
your
thumb.
time.
You gonna look like a thumb with 2 thumbs when they make you shave your face, dog.
Alone.
You got tanning and spray tan set up the day before competition.
Okay.
You each get a certain time. They pick whoever locally to do your spray tan, and they hook you up. Everybody gets the same.
Don't spray tan, huh?
Yeah.
I'll toss him a 20 to make sure you get the
Yeah,
deal,
get
bro.
that
I got you.
Need some take it away from down here.
Yeah.
That's all I'm working on right now. Is I feel real confident everywhere else.
Good.
Compared to some of these other guys, I have a little bit more time.
Mhm.
Their lower section, the window area needs to be sunk in. I need more of a taper.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit more definition in my lower back.
Okay.
I feel good. My calves are bigger than normal.
Yeah.
Doesn't
So,
look too crazy.
I guess that is. I didn't even realize because you guys are in board shorts.
Yeah, so we're
So they're on
trying.
your knees, right?
So what
You guys
shows
still
is
judge your calves?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
not so much, but I mean it's an open area. Open
Oh,
for attacks.
okay. Man, I guess I never really dug into. I watched Pumping Iron.
Mhm. If you watch Pumping Iron, it's volume 4.
Okay.
Natty, something Natty, but it goes into the natural bodybuilding stuff. And you're doing all this stuff. I'm doing this for no fee. Except for putting my name and my town out there.
Yeah.
Because the prize money for Olympia, like
Really? For the Olympia?
yeah.
Yeah,
This was, I'm not sure when the documentary was made. I just watched this
That was a
maybe.
couple of years ago.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe 10 now.
Yeah.
But it's progressively getting bigger and bigger. So that's what brings more people in that.
Man, yeah. Like I
The
said,
hard route is hard.
like I said, I've never really dug into bodybuilding phase because I know that it's a lot of diet. I'm just happy with
Food,
diet.
food be too seasoned
The
for
food
you.
be too seasoned for me.
It's not for the taste.
Yeah, I remember seeing a video of Rich Piana talking about that. Rich Piana or somebody else, he said that he's like, you're not eating
CT
for
was
taste. Was it? It was CT. It's like you're not eating for taste. You're eating for results. You're eating the, And I was like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and put the Lowry's on here anyways.
He's a big advocate for that because his powerlifting days, he had that CT diet.
Yeah.
It's like beyond pretty much all McDonald's, like whatever he can get his hands on.
I was gonna
But
say.
now that he had his heart issues,
Mhm.
he's really on the diet kick and
Yeah.
like don't mess yourself up just because he this.
Yeah.
Same with your boy Cali.
Got the muscle,
Just
yeah,
gonna
same
say
to
he
me.
about to do that 10-day watermelon.
He
thing.
did.
I think
He already did
started
21.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
21?
Put him in the hospital.
And put him in the hospital.
He had to go to the ER.
Because he wasn't getting. Did they say why or
I think it's
just not getting enough out of
no
that?
nutrition that long in your body. Like
Like that one cat.
his
that
body's
did it.
used to getting crazy amounts of nutrition,
Yeah.
crazy amounts of testosterone.
He said he cut all that out. He said he cut all
Yeah.
his tests.
He made a video. He took 45-pound plates, smashed it all down.
All that. All that.
And I kind of agree. To each his own on that, but I look at work when it comes to steroids, and you're really shaking some time off if you do it improperly. And no one's good at it when they first start, so who knows what kind of
Yeah. It's
definitely need the right vision behind it if you're going to go that far in your training.
Yeah, definitely. When it comes to supplementation, and that stems all the way, with steroids and with testosterone, but with anything. I said a couple episodes ago.
Pre-workouts can be.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
they got heavy stimulants now.
supplements are to supplement what you're already, what you're supposed to be getting, what you can't. You know what I mean? That's where a lot of kids. I feel like. I mean, I know how I was in high school, and everybody that was in the gym when I was in high school, they was flipping through that magazine. Oh, you can get ZMA. It's going to help you sleep and increase your growth while you sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Boom. Let's take that. Let's grab that. And then whatever else. Oh, you can have beetroot. It's going to help you grow, and it's going to double your size. And okay, bet.
Great
Grab
marketing,
that,
man. Yeah.
It's just and of course you look at it, and it's like, oh, this dude's taking it. This guy that's holding the bottle.
Yeah, right.
He's taking it. I'm gonna be like that. And come to find out, I watched you ever seen Bigger, Stronger, Faster, the documentary? There was that time that
Gets on those too.
it was like hydroxycut. They asked the dude that was the model for hydroxycut. He was like, how do you feel about kids taking this? And he was like, well, kids shouldn't take it. And he was like, right, but do you take it? And he's like, I mean, I have in the past,
right.
And he's like, well, don't you feel bad about, saying that you take it, and people want to look like you? And he was like, frankly, he was like, I mean, if they feel like that's the only thing I take to look the way I look, then that's their fault. And I was like, damn, when it comes to kids, man, they
It's like
just
hard
don't know.
advertising.
They just don't know.
That's where you're like getting into nutrition. Just look into it. It's not that hard to figure it out. It's just like going through the effort to figure out what acid anything does. But it can give you later on when you're getting into this, like I really like this guy definitely doesn't take that stuff. Like
Right. Yep.
All kind of hogwash, but
All kinds of comes back down to
eat your nutrition. That is a big thing.
Yeah,
Like, Rich Piana was on something else, but he was definitely on a right path.
Yeah.
Your body can only absorb 25 grams of protein every hour and a half, 2 hours,
Yep.
depending on your body. So,
Yeah.
be aware. you
Yeah.
know, you can't be slamming all that protein down. It will make you kind of heavy.
Yeah.
If you're getting that much down because you're only processing 40%.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him. A lot of supplement companies, man, like protein companies, will 50 grams in a scoop, 50 grams in a scoop.
Yeah.
And then you take that whole. As kids, they take that whole scoop.
Yeah, right.
And then they're
Don't
wondering why
put that
they're
weight
getting fat,
Mhm.
or they're wasting the rest of that protein in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And now what? You ran through this whole bottle, of protein. I guess we gotta go back and get more. You know, it's just their way.
And you're not seeing the results on because not that way. Unless
Yes,
you're running your body 24/7 just to get that burnout effect to use all of it.
Yeah.
So being a natural bodybuilder, what supplements can you take?
It's very, very slim.
That's a good
So
question.
they don't give you a what you can take.
Mm.
They give you a giant Bible of what you can take. And
Okay.
it's very, very thick. So I just eat my protein.
Yeah.
When I started this journey back over with whey protein, wasn't really doing it for me. So I stick with amino acids, heavy electrolytes, and while we're on the topic of electrolytes, you have to drink water for that stuff. You can't just drink Gatorade Light and it's going to hydrate you.
Mm.
What it does is it takes the water that you consume and multiplies it so it hydrates you. And not a lot of people know that. There's a real fun fact that's going to save a lot of people. And you can take a pre-workout, but it's really slim, no stimulants at all. Kiala is like the only one I've found that has 4 ingredients in it that I can take in its pre-workout.
Dude, that's what I was telling him. Like a lot of supplements, they do on the back of the bottle, it'll say proprietary blend. And
That's
it just comes and some rice flour in your pills,
You get
bro.
capsules, anything that says proprietary blend, that's been busted for a long time.
Yeah,
no one just really heard it.
They're stretching it. They just stretching their product.
Okay.
It's all because stepped on big.
So doing your homework really comes in clutch when it comes to any kind of bodybuilding. Trying to get better in general.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely sticking with the foods is a big one, man.
Okay.
Like it's so funny. You know, Rich Piana, I remember seeing a video of Rich Piana. It looks like some no seasoned boiled chicken with some broccoli. He sit there and he's like, takes a bite and he's like, oh, so good. And I'm like, you know, this dude's lying.
Yeah.
Just tricking himself, just trying to trick himself. You know what I mean?
Good publicity.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, definitely.
like I'm just
Yeah. Yeah.
we need some little bit of flavor. Mrs. Dash.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Mrs.
the
Dash
one
got
you
no
go
soda
to,
in it.
I'm telling you.
Mrs.
Mrs.
Dash.
Dash, a lot of bodybuilders.
Yep.
Flavor.
That's what I throw on that chicken, that meal that I gave you.
Yeah, that's what I usually use. Mrs. Dash. I went and grabbed some. What's his name? You always say it ain't seasoned if you ain't sneezing.
Oh, no.
I missed that one.
They sell it at Walmart now. I went and got some.
That was good though.
Yeah, that's like no sodium. They got one, I can't think of it, but I use that too. But I'm trying to
That's
really
a double-edged
lock in.
sword though. Sodium.
Yeah, because
When it
that
comes to
helps you hold
bodybuilding.
water.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's gonna help you recover. So
That's I got
keep it
those.
minimal.
I got those LMNT. Have you ever heard of LMNT packs? I love them, man. I absolutely love them. Yeah, I mean it's 1,000 milligrams of sodium. It's also got like I want to say like 60 grams of magnesium, 40 of potassium, I think. And they taste good. I mean they taste better when you mix it with like 32 ounces of water instead of 16. Because I poured a whole thing in a bottle of water and it's salty ass watermelon flavor.
All the
They
packets.
sell
Yeah, I give him one. We drank one 1 week, and then the second week I gave him one, and that John's still sitting over there.
They sell
In the
pickle
bubble.
shots.
Listen, you didn't even give it to me pre-mixed. I had to mix it myself.
Oh, my
I
fault,
didn't want to
bro.
waste it. I
I'm
didn't want
so,
to waste it.
I'm so sorry. I'll pre-mix it next
Extra
time.
sodium.
Next time. My fault, Key Dive.
Chill out, man. I forgot.
So, what kind of cardio are you doing when you do this stuff, man? Because in my head, I feel like when I envision bodybuilders, I envision that video of Kai Green freaking in a whole sweatsuit on that damn what is it, the stair stepper forever, just pouring sweat.
Yep. That's how it needs to be.
Yeah.
I really don't hit a lot.
No. Do you
I
think
think
you'll turn that up in the next 20 days?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Poured it out today.
Yeah.
On the bike, I was gonna do that. I thought we were gonna work out at 6 today.
Yeah.
So I was already in sweatsuit, ready to sweat some more.
There you go.
I think that's where a lot of my weight loss came from. But cardio is really important in maintaining that better retention and just dropping that fluff around your muscles.
Yeah.
A lot of them, they'll just go for like an hour walking. But these are committed guys that do nothing but work out 2 times a day, and they compete religiously. But they'll do that, get their workout, go home, eat, get their workout again, do cardio at night.
Yeah.
Just kind of keep that thing going.
I was seeing that's what like Ronnie. I watched a couple videos of Ronnie Coleman.
Mhm.
Like he would turn on South Park. He had a treadmill in his living room. He'd turn on South Park and just start walking. And then
A lot of my stuff comes
from what he did.
from running.
Hey, you got to do what the greats did to go where the greats were. You know, absolutely.
Jay Cutler kind of like, in my mind, was like Brett. Like,
Yeah.
Jay Cutler's kind of a slob, you know?
Yeah.
Because Ronnie Coleman and him always battle back and forth. But a lot of my stuff now, too, is coming from Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
Just a different traction in the muscles that I've past 6 months, about 9 months now, getting back into it. I went from 151 pounds to 212. I was 212 when I came to you.
Yeah.
And then now I'm kind of on the mend going back down.
But it's like you said, you got to get down to 175 anyways.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of cardio,
research.
brother. A lot of cardio.
and no, I still feel pretty confident.
Yeah. And
I'm
it's,
not looking to really place it though.
yeah.
I want the criticism. I want the judges' notes.
Yep.
Everything, because that will literally just light that fire under my ass to give me exactly where I want to be.
Yeah, and
That
like I
criticism
tell,
is like key to getting successful.
yeah, like I tell
Always
everybody
need
that
to
comes in here, exactly, is if you're gonna compete, you know, let's just pick a meet and go. And a lot of people and you've said yourself like you want to hit certain numbers, and I totally understand that, and I totally agree with that. Because if you go into a meet and your numbers is way low, that can mentally be detrimental to some people. Yeah, it can feel super defeating, But just going into the first one without the expectation of anything except learning how it's going to go, learn how your day goes. I think I've been in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've only done 6 competitions in my lifetime.
And you're day 10 after 6.
And that this
I came
past
to the right
one,
gym.
kind of, yeah, we're getting there. But no, man, like this last meet that I had, G was standing behind me, and one of my guys was about to wrap my knees up. He about started rapping, and G was like, hold up, like we still got time. And he's like, well, how much time? I look up, and G got his timer out. He's been timing everybody that's been going in this flight to see what the average time is of in between people. So he was like, as soon as the guy that's before him goes up, as soon as he goes up, then start rapping, you've got 40 seconds.
Okay.
And I was like, dang, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things after the meet, he had texted me and showed me a big long book and was like, he's like, write down on a notebook everything you learned, everything that you know you need to improve on, everything that you know you need to do. Okay. Meet with me if you want. Meet with me. We'll go over it. I'll tell you what I know. And then you need to go find people like Hoff, like Anthony Oliveira, people that are extremely successful. He's like, not just had a little success, extremely successful, and go talk to them about these things too. Because, because you still are learning, very much so learning. So that first meet, that first show, it's a learning experience, man. And I feel like with you going into it with that expectation, with that understanding, it is going to project everything you're about to do in the future. You know what I mean? And take that advice that he told me. When you get home, you actually get notes from the judges.
I'm pretty sure they do.
That's dope.
That's
Okay.
another thing that I need to kind of harp on.
Yeah. So like, take them notes. Take your own notes. Kind of take down like how the day went, so next time. And not every show is going to be the same. It's like not every meet's going to be the same.
It's real flashy, man. Like when you get to a show and you're like kind of just trying to stay in the zone.
Yeah, you're.
So you got them blinders on.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take it in as much as I can.
Yeah.
Everything, just what everybody else is kind of doing and how they're preparing.
Are you gonna be taking any bands or anything with you
Yes,
backstage?
for sure.
Yeah.
To get pumped up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get that far into it. A lot of the times they provide that,
Do that?
but a lot of times they do not.
No.
Like, that's on you. I mean,
Yeah.
you dropped the ball. Sorry. So
Yeah.
definitely bring my own equipment.
Yeah, definitely. That's I'd always seen people doing that.
Which is not like men's physique too. You can bust out a lot of body weight stuff.
Yeah.
And build what you're trying to look like.
Have you ever seen some of them calisthenic bodybuilders,
That's
man,
what-
where they
that's
don't
what
do anything but body weight stuff?
Yeah.
I'd tear my damn peck off.
You see them, like, I see a lot of them cats in like New York. They just do all the, you know what I'm saying, like pull ups
on
Yeah.
like the light posts
Yeah,
and
like a
stuff like
CrossFit
that.
type deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
like playgrounds. They go to
Yep.
playground on the monkey bars and all
Counting
that.
muscle again.
There was a
With counting muscle, the crazy thing about him is his body weight, what he can do with it,
40 out of it.
not just like lifting heavy.
yeah.
That
That's
dude got flagpole and he was like what? 320?
holy
Three.
crap.
That's crazy.
That's about like that dude Big Boy. You ever seen him?
Yeah, I seen him work
that
out together.
supplement that
Yeah.
Big Boy? That's a big dude,
Him and Callie
man.
were working out together.
Oh
that-
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yep.
Yeah.
That
That's
dude can bench press like
I want to say he hit 500 raw for a couple, I
Yeah.
think.
there's
Yeah.
the competition I saw for the last was it was still big. But they were doing their body weight, could do it the most.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you rep out 300 pounds like it's
I'll bet like it was paper.
man. It's nothing.
Yeah. Hey man, so to kind of sum it all up, what's your? You have a 3-year plan, 5-year, or by what age do you want to be where? Because the reason I'm asking this is now we got some video proof,
Mm-hmm.
and when we texting you,
Yeah.
it's saying, hey
Where you
man,
at?
you got 4 years left to hit that stage, you know, and we just keep sending you the clip, like Marshawn Lynch says, over and over and over and
Right.
over and over and over and over again, right? So what's the goal?
So originally my goal was by 40
Okay.
to be hitting some big numbers.
Okay.
But I've like thought about this a lot and being natural. I'm gonna do this humble brick.
There you go.
So there's like an over 50s category.
Yep.
Certain things. I'll be that silver fox out there on stage. You know,
Yeah.
get it, but I'd like to be hitting like Mr. Ohio within a year
All right.
for sure.
You know what you got. It's because
I think it's coming what next September now?
is it?
I feel like it was.
Is it in the fall? I feel like it's always been in the fall.
I
Is that the one that's outside? Do they do it outside? I know there's been a bodybuilding show outside in Ohio for some years. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. Don't roast me online. But
I'm not sure
okay,
about that one.
okay, yeah,
I just kind of had titles in mind.
Yeah.
Going at it.
oh yeah, man, oh yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I already told me and Dov. You know, it's funny. He said, Chris got a show coming up here, and he gave me a date, and I was like, bet I'll be there. And he was like, I already told him we was gonna be there. You know, he already knew that. That's the big thing, man. Support.
Yeah, I got a lot of people coming. That's a big
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You having your
Yeah, and
keep it going.
any way we can help you, you know. If I gotta text you and tell you a pussy or something, just let me know.
Yeah, about 5 o'clock every
But-
morning.
man, I'll tell you
Sounds
this.
on repeat.
Listen, I'm with you because on them 5 a.m. or well, we was doing 6 a.m. for a quick second. My son's baseball schedule, so we was doing 6 a.m.s, and I ain't gonna lie, I'd wake up about 5:30, look out the window, if I see any cars. Man, as long as there ain't no cars out there, I'm going back to bed.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna tell you what, it's funny, Chris. Like sometimes he going through the same stuff I'll be going through. 'Cause in the mornings I don't feel like hitting it. I look at my phone. Chris gonna tell me,
Hey, I stubbed my toe
"Hey,
yesterday.
yeah, we ain't gonna make it this morning." I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let me turn back around real quick.
I gotta go get batteries for my mouse, man. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna be able to make it today.
Glad I ain't gonna be able to make it for real.
First day, I decided I wanted to jump in that next morning. I was dog tired because I work.
I was gonna say, man, that's
I'm dog.
Yeah.
I was already like, man, I'm tired as hell. First thing I get from Dom was, man, you got a competition coming up. I'm like, no. I was like,
30 days out.
5 minutes later, I'm like, I'm on my way.
Yeah. Yep.
It's that easy. It's the doing part. And that comes with starting workout, or
Yeah.
starting your nutrition, starting anything.
Yep.
Your body will adjust for you. You are adaptable to anything pretty much. So.
Yeah. I was trying to put like I was saying, I said a while ago, take your goals and kind of put it somewhere where you're always going to see it.
Yeah, vision board.
But you know, I will judge you if you got a half naked dude on the front of your phone that you're looking at multiple times a day.
Only half naked dude I want to see is me.
Balls.
But yeah, that vision board stuff is where it's at.
Yeah.
I write down everything I want.
Yeah.
Put it right there on the bathroom
Good.
mirror.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing you do it, man. And
October 21st.
yeah, October 24th. Where's it
Cincinnati
at?
out there, Middletown.
Middletown?
Yeah, right outside
Okay.
Cincinnati. It's
Okay.
called the Cincinnati.
You driving.
I thought he was driving.
Dog,
You drive a
ain't
Prius.
gonna-
You drive a Prius, man.
I don't drive a Prius. Hold up.
Hey, man, I drive a Ram 2500. We about to spend
Oh,
$175 in gas.
I'll split it with you. I'll pay you back in Neverwary. But I ain't. I don't drive a Prius. It's a Corolla. I don't know. You've been working out with Chris, so you a little too big to get in there.
Anything you hop in looks like a Prius.
Get you a Fiero.
Yeah, right.
Hey, you gonna make my 2500 man look like a little Ranger.
My car be looking like a Miata.
Well, yeah, guys, we're gonna keep you posted for the competition. October 21st, man. We're gonna film the whole thing, be there, start to finish with Chris.
Plenty of footage.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're gonna have you back on. I want to have you back on after, you know, and talk about everything that you did, everything you learned, you know, because there's gonna be people. That's the one great thing that I like about doing it.
I like to get more people into it.
Yeah.
Like that.
You know, that's one of the things I like about having different guests on here is that the people that might not know us but know you are gonna watch, and then the people that might not know you but know us are gonna watch. And maybe there's somebody out there that have been dabbling in it.
Yeah.
And they see you and they hear your story
And make it focus.
and make exactly, you know. So
If I can do it, anybody.
yeah, I feel you there, bro. But yeah, I'm happy that you came on. I'm definitely looking forward to the competition. I'm looking forward to seeing how you do, man. Seeing the learning that you do with it,
Yeah,
and then
pretty
having you back on and going through it all again. And then it's gonna be a regular thing where you know we're gonna hit you up before your next competition. And say a little something, you know.
Yeah. Kick it off.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
All right.
Proud of you. Proud of where you're going. Proud of what you're doing. Like I said, putting 740 on the map, putting Marion on the map, putting your name on the map. Man. That's the biggest thing. Proud of you, bro. So. But man, this is the Push and Wade Show. We appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna catch you next week.